Here we are, Quicksands course, Brewster, Washington. First hole out of 14, 71 yards. It's called Plinko.
First hole, Plinko. I like the name because everything funnels back down, kind of like a Plinko board, and that's what I did on my shot. I hit it a bit too hard into the right, so it rolled back down just on the edge of the back green. This was a pretty good shot for my first hole, and I was hoping to get a par on this. On this putt, I was thinking it would break a lot to the right, but it didn't break too much, but I was happy for getting the distance right on my first putt of the day. Now this course is just a really beautiful course, and it's just 14 holes of pure fun. I drained this for par, and that's a good start. On this 86-yard hole in the right wing, I was pulling out my wedge for a nice little chip shot, and this is called the right wing because everything kind of funnels down into the left. And I hit this with nice contact, but it funneled all the way down to the left side of the green. I forgot to record this next shot, but I putted it way over the hole, and I ended up almost on the back fringe of the green for another putt. And now this putt, this was almost a par. Sadly, this shot did not have enough power and it didn't end up going in.
No!
After tapping in for bogey on the second, I needed revenge. I absolutely peered the 6-iron over 120 yards, and I had a putt on the crater-shaped green. This was because of the name Crater. And I left this putt a bit short, but with the right line, and I tapped in for par. Now on this hole, the 123-yard half putt. It might look menacing, but everything kind of funnels down there, and I crushed this shot. Perfect 6-iron, and it took a huge leap and ended up going a bit too far. Now this putt was for birdie.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No.
After making a horrible 2 putts, I had to tap in for bogey. That was an easy 2-putt, but how did I miss? So I needed redemption bad on this hole, and that's exactly what I got. I hit a nice wedge shot, and it rolled in about not too far away from the hole, a few feet. And here's my putt. And I was reading this as going a bit to the right, and nope.
You serious?
As you probably may know, I was pretty mad at this one. And that's because I left out some easy putts on the last few holes. And I seriously needed to make one of these putts because then I would actually have a decent score. But just look at how beautiful this course was. There was just perfect greens, perfect fairways, perfect everything. Now on the 6th hole, about 70-ish yards, a bit more than that, I hit a nice wedge, but it rolled all the way down because of the huge slope. And now this putt was nice, it was just didn't read it correct. And now look at this cool angle. And look at this putt.
He's dribbled somehow. Perfect back to James. Oh, he throws it down.
Let's go! I finally made a putt. And now I was pretty excited about making this putt, so I did a cool hat twirl, and I don't see any differences. I'm basically Thor, as you may know. Like, I am the god of thunder. But anyways, now this is the cut, 99 yards. Kind of chunked my shot. I picked the wrong club though, so it went a bit short. And I should have hit a 9-iron, but I hit a wedge, so that caused it to be short. And this was not one of my finest putts. And I keep on missing these. Oh my goodness, how do I keep on missing all of these putts? But anyways, this was one of the most beautiful holes and the longest hole of the course. Just look at those immaculate views. I hit a 3-wood 160 yards downhill, and I ended up a bit long, and now I had a little bump and run chip.
Come on, man.
No!
chip shot was a bit too far, like my drive, and look at this putt. Just look at it. I was so happy with this putt because this was my best par of the day so far because of my beautiful putt. And moving on to the 9th hole, hoping to keep that par streak. I got super close.
Oh my God, bro.
And of course, I messed it up. How did I miss that putt? That was such an easy birdie putt, and yet my hands do not let me hit the ball in the hole for a birdie. So I guess I'll just have to be a par man. But this was probably my favorite hole, the donut, 115 yards because of the huge bunker / fescue in the middle. And I hit this short, so I guess I had to experience the wrath of the donut. And this is kind of a weird green frosting donut.
Yes! 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 No! No! No!
I got a super unlucky bounce and roll, and it went all the way back down. My par streak has sadly come to an end as I hammered this putt by, but
That was a good putt.
I will try and pick up a bogey here. I was pretty happy about this because I had made another par from the last few holes. And now the 119-11 hole. I hit a pure 6-iron. It trickled back to the left side of the green. And this putt looked like it was going to go 5 feet. But I don't know how physics work. It's so confusing. It kept on going and going. It was just a few inches out of the hole. And you guys don't see any difference here, do you? Because I'm basically the Flash. Like, I'm so fast. So I tapped in for par there. Now the Peninsula 12th hole, I hit a wedge.
Baba Booey.
This was a nice shot. It just trickled up to the right side. And I had a putt. Hopefully gonna get 1 or 2 putts for a birdie or par. And I hit this one a bit to the left. So I had a great finish and I tapped it in. Now this hole is completely weird. Someone tell me if they understand it. You cannot get short on this hole no matter what. I look at this. My ball barely trickles over the hill and it goes all the way down to the very bottom, the green. I crushed that so hard. This pin might have been in an unlucky position for today, but this putt was crazy. If that putt had just been more in the center, it could have gone in.
Here we go again.
I was so mad about leaving this a few inches out of the hole. Of course, this is how it goes. This is just how the trend of the day goes, missing all my putts. Now on the 94th yard hole, the bench, I hit a shot that went a bit too long, and now I had to hit it out of the fescue. This was surprisingly good. I thought I was going to completely miss the ball, but I actually made some contact, and this putt zoomed by, so I had to make this. And then my mom's ball went right in front of mine, so I couldn't putt. If I didn't make this putt, I would be so angry, and luckily, this putt did drop. I ended the day with +6, which is pretty good. On the 4th hole, the half pipe, 135 yards, I just blasted a 6-iron, pure shot, and it bounced off the rough and hit the pin right in the center, and it almost went in. Let's see how close it is. Alright, walking up to my ball after hitting the pin, look how close that is. Look how close that shot is.
Declan with the long-range birdie putt.
After a near ace.
Birdie!
Easy!
On the 5th hole, one after, this is the half blind hole, about 95 yards, and I put it about 1 foot away for birdie, again, back to back.
This is for back-to-back birdies. Oh man.